Hey everybody, this is Mr. Blue, and I'm disgusted. I'm freaking disgusted. First off, alright, this isn't really anything, except that, hold on just a second. This isn't really anything, except that this isn't a video game thing, this isn't a review or whatnot. This is more of a rant, a kind of a little rant. I know some people do rants on YouTube, and I'm probably just gonna do this just because... I can't even think of what I'm saying right now. I'm just so mad and so disgusted. Ugh. I'd like to first start this video by saying that I am very, very, very easygoing on things. If like a movie or a game or something does something I think is completely stupid, I'm not gonna like condemn the entire game or anything for that. I'm usually pretty easygoing. The first two worlds on the Xbox, I just can't stand, but I played the PC version and it gave the game some good quality. But that being said, now that you guys know that I'm like easygoing on this kind of stuff, and I almost never like just flat out hate anything. I honestly can't think of a single film or game or anything like that or book that I can honestly say had absolutely nothing good about it. It was just complete crap. Can't think of anything. Sonic the Hedgehog 06 for 360 is what I have it for. I can point out some good things in that game, even though most of the game is pretty dang bad. Alright, now to officially start this video. I'm holding the camera, so if it's shaky, I apologize. I'm just frustrated as all hell. And if you hear Austin Powers in the background, that's because I'm trying to wash away the filth of what I just saw with something I think is very amusing. Alright. First things first, I went to Blockbuster. The Blockbuster over by my house is closing. It's very sad because I used to go there all the flipping time as a kid. But the good thing is that they're having a huge sale, and almost everything that's previewed, including rentals, anything like that, is $3.99. So I went and took like $30 and just loaded up on movies. Alright, let's see, alright. I got The New Nightmare on Elm Street, which I love. Oh, that's not nice. Alright, well that was Lost Boys The Tribe. This is Lost Boys The Thirst. The Wes Craven's new version of The Last House on the Left. Hannibal Rising. Oh, this is Left 4 Dead 2. Hey, another thing. Alright. And then over here is my video collection. I'm going to point 30 Days of Night, Anacondas, the Alien movies, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Friday the 13th, Halloween, let's see, I Am Legend, House of Wax, 4 horror collection, House of Wax, I Am Legend, 4 horror collection film, Jason Voorhees final movies, Jaws, all the Jaws movies, Jumanji freaked me out when I was a kid, Jurassic Park, Mars Attacks, that freaked me out when I was a kid, and so on and so forth, Mortal Kombat, so on and so forth, and I have Resident Evil, all these movies, Silence of the Lambs, the Hannibal Lecter series, all these movies that just like show people dying in crude, horrific ways and everything, I actually enjoy. Why? They seem to have a purpose. No matter how bad or anything they might have been, like, let's see, a lot of you hate, which one was it? I know that I have one of them that everybody hates. I can't find it. Oh, the Resident Evil movies. A lot of people hate those movies. And my family, who's not into horror films or anything like that, they're family, think that they're disgusting films. I love them, mainly because I love the video game series, and I think it's a really cool, different story for it. But one of the movies that, like, I find all these have meaning to me. Like, Hannibal Lecter, very psychological. It gets in your head and everything. It doesn't just like, oh, he's eating people. No. Oh, don't eat the people. It's like, it gets psychological, especially Hannibal Rising, which wasn't the best of the movies, but the book was, in my opinion. The Friday the 13th. It's like a creepy ghost story. You can tell the story of Jason around a campfire. They even do that in the movies. All these different things. They all have, like, different meanings to me. But one of the movies I got, at the Blockbuster sale I thought at first that it would be a Jaws knockoff, because you gotta admit, there's been a few Jaws knockoffs. There's been Megalodon, Shark Attack, all those series and whatnot, and you gotta admit, if you've seen those, they're not the best. They're very far from the best. Jaws itself is far from the best, but it's the best there is in that category. But those were masterpieces compared to this piece of filth that I just got from Blockbuster. I'm going to say this right now. I have never once stopped watching a movie halfway through. I've never done that. I've always watched a movie all the way through, no matter how much I didn't like it. Don't mess with the Zohan. That was one that I almost left in the middle of because I'm like, this is just gross. I'm not going to watch this. But I just made it through it. This, however, this piece of crap, I didn't. It tries to have a plot. It just fails horribly at it, and then it doesn't even care that it failed. Now, I said it earlier, I'm easygoing on videos and games and whatnot. But this one, don't watch it. Don't watch it unless A, you're abnormally drunk, B, you're stoned beyond belief, or C, you love seeing movies that make you just want to vomit in disgust. Final Destination. I hate those movies. There's almost no point to having them in like movie libraries and whatnot. Almost no point. Because basically, but their whole thing is, if you don't know what Final Destination is, people escape death because the person's gone psychic for like an hour and they figured out, hey, this can kill us. So they stop and then death, quote unquote, comes after them in more horrific ways than before. It really doesn't have much of a point, but some people find it entertaining. Probably the same people who find Saw entertaining. The only thing is that Saw actually has a story. That's the only thing I'm going to give Saw. I hate the rest of it. But Piranha. For the whole entire first half of the movie, it had water, and it had girls without shirts. It had water, and it had girls without shirts. It had girls without shirts in the water, and it had water being shot onto girls without shirts. And I'm sitting there watching this like, okay, where's the story going to kick in? Basically, all I got from it was a guy threw a beer bottle in the lake that somehow managed to create a giant seismic destruction earthquake in that lake, opening up some, like, I don't know what it was. It opened the ground and piranhas came out. I'm guessing it's trying to go for the whole prehistoric thing like Megalodon went for, except that was actually better. But I mean, Tremors was better than this. I love Tremors, and it was way better than this. But after half of the movie, when the piranhas like finally just find everybody, it just gets so disgusting. I stopped the movie after this one part where, okay, basically it's all spring break, everybody, spring break. You know what I do for spring break? I play World of Warcraft. And they're all partying on the boat and everything. Suddenly the boat starts capsizing. Everyone's falling into the water, screaming and shrieking as the piranhas are just... Which, at first, there was like one little cloud of piranhas, but somehow hundreds of people are dying. Like, dying just on the spot. The piranhas are, like, very small. I don't see how just a few bites from a piranha will instantly kill you. But, whatever. There's scene after scene after scene of people's face, like, skin just getting ripped off, and you see, like, the lidless eyes and everything, like, looking around. And I'm just watching this, like, what's going on? And then the part that I had to stop the movie at, this jerk guy got off the big old party boat, went onto his little boat, and started yelling at everyone, get out of the way! But of course, they're trying to cling onto it for dear life, and so he's just running them over. And every time he hits somebody, you hear the of them going through like the little jet thing in the back, the motor. And then finally the motor stops, and he looks, and some girl's got her hair stuck in it. So what does he do? She's screaming for help. He goes over, and starts pulling the motor to try to get it go again. After like 15 pulls and people climbing all over his boat, all bloodied up and everything. There's way too many people getting hurt for that small amount of piranhas. And finally it goes, and I guess the hair and everything, from like right here and up, the skin just goes and rips off. And you see the lidless eyes going as she's sinking and screaming into the water. And the guy just goes straight off. And after that, I was just like, I almost threw up. Honestly, I almost threw up. I can handle things. I can handle many things. I love watching the Hannibal scene where he's got the guy and he's like cutting open his head, barbecuing part of his brain, and then making him eat it. I can handle that. That's a really intense scene. I love watching that. But, there was no need to have all this in the movie. Yes, they're piranhas. Yes, they bite and rip you open and whatnot. But it's just unnecessary. Jaws is like, it says right here, it's Jaws gone wild. No, it's not. You wanna know why? Because Jaws didn't need to go wild. The most horrific thing it shows in Jaws is probably the guy's leg falling after he gets eaten, the girl's body that washes up on the beach, or when the shark's on the boat eating Quinn. All of those things aren't complete over the top, though. If a person got bit by a shark really hard, like right here, and the leg came off, it would just thunk. If a girl's body got like chewed up by a shark, it would wash ashore. This was just completely unnecessary. There's no reason for this movie to be made. I'm not sure I'm going to put this up. I probably am, just for the kicks and giggles of it. But just don't watch this. You'll either throw up, give up on movies, as in just think there's no hope for the industry, and then throw away every DVD you ever bought, or that's about it. You'll just hate everything. This movie made me mad enough to just start a rant video about it. Me. I'm a pretty dang easygoing dude. I just needed to vent off. So yeah. I guess that's all. See you guys tomorrow, probably, when me and Aaron S., which is his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to him. Don't watch this, dude. But, yeah. It's his birthday tomorrow, and we're going over to do some Infamous comps. We're going to hopefully finish the game. Probably not going to, but probably going to get really close. But, yeah. This has been Mr. Blue, so see you all later.